Ruth was a young woman from Moab. Life had not been easy for her. She had faced loss and sadness. Ruth was a widow. She had lost her husband. Her sister-in-law Orpah was also a widow. They both felt alone. Naomi, their mother-in-law, was also a widow. She decided to return to her homeland, Bethlehem. Naomi urged her daughters-in-law to stay in Moab. She knew it would be hard for them to leave their home. Naomi wanted them to find new husbands. She wanted them to be happy. Ruth and Orpah loved Naomi. They couldn't bear to see her go alone. They decided to go with her. They would face the unknown together. Naomi was touched by their love. She tried to persuade them to stay. She worried about their future. Despite Naomi's pleas, Ruth was resolute. She would not leave her mother-in-law. She had made her choice. She would follow Naomi. She would care for her. Ruth's heart was filled with loyalty. This was a turning point in her life. Ruth's decision to stay with Naomi was a difficult one. It meant leaving behind everything she knew, her home, her family, her friends, all left behind. She was going to a new land, a land with different customs and a different language. This was a test of her faith. Ruth didn't know what the future held. She had faith in God. She believed He would guide her. She trusted that He would provide for her. Her loyalty to Naomi was strong. It gave her strength for the journey ahead. Orpah, heartbroken, decided to return to her people. She kissed Naomi goodbye. Ruth, however, clung to her mother-in-law. Her love for Naomi ran deep. It was a love born of shared grief and faith. "Where you go, I will go," Ruth declared, her voice filled with emotion. Her words were a testament to her unwavering loyalty. She would face any hardship for Naomi. Ruth was ready to embrace the unknown. Ruth and Naomi arrived in Bethlehem. They were met with curiosity and pity. Life in Bethlehem was hard. Ruth had to work hard to provide for herself and Naomi. She had to learn new customs. She had to adapt to a new way of life. Despite the challenges, Ruth remained strong. She found work gleaning in the fields. It was humble work. Ruth was not ashamed. She was determined to take care of herself and Naomi. One day, Ruth was gleaning in the field of a wealthy landowner named Boaz. He was a kind and generous man. He noticed Ruth's hard work. He was impressed by her character. Boaz showed Ruth kindness. He made sure she had enough to eat. He protected her from harm. Ruth was grateful for Boaz's kindness. She didn't know it yet, but this was a turning point. She had found favor in the eyes of a good man. Her faithfulness was about to be rewarded. Ruth's story is an inspiration. It teaches us about faith. It teaches us about loyalty. Ruth's journey was not easy. She faced many challenges. She remained faithful. She remained strong.